Good evening, and welcome to Virginia Lawyers Weekly's third annual Virginia Lawyers Hall of Fame Award Ceremony. We are delighted to have you joining us for tonight's virtual event. During our program, we'll be honoring 24 outstanding lawyers. Members of the Hall of Fame are attorneys aged 60 or older. Criteria for inclusion in the Hall includes career accomplishments, contributions to the development of the law in Virginia, contributions to the bar and to the Commonwealth at large, and efforts to improve the quality of justice in Virginia. We encourage all of you to celebrate and engage socially with your fellow attendees as we recognize these special people. We are ready to begin and hope you enjoy the program from the comfort of your homes and offices. And now, please give a warm virtual welcome as we introduce your host, Paul Fletcher, publisher and editor-in-chief of Virginia Lawyers Weekly.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Virginia Lawyers Hall of Fame 2020 celebration. I'm Paul Fletcher. I'm the publisher and editor of Virginia Lawyers Weekly, and it's my pleasure to be your MC for this evening. The Virginia Lawyers Hall of Fame celebrates a very special group of people, lawyers who have reached the age of 60. The criterion for selection to the Hall of Fame include career accomplishments, contributions to the development of the law in Virginia, contributions to the bar, contributions to the Commonwealth of Virginia, and efforts to improve the quality of justice in the Commonwealth. Nominees may include retired lawyers, retired judges, or deceased lawyers. This is the third year that we've held this event. In the prior 2 years, we've had the Hall of Fame induction ceremony in the spring. Just as we were taking nominations back in March, though, the coronavirus pandemic hit, and we've had to delay until here in November. Now, normally, we would be having this evening at the John Marshall Hotel in downtown Richmond, enjoying a drink, enjoying some fine food, and enjoying each other's company. However, this year, to be COVID compliant, we have to be a virtual event instead. But that won't stop us from celebrating the great people that we have in the class of 2020, whom you'll meet very shortly. Now, before we get underway, I want to be sure to recognize our sponsors, people without whom literally this program would not be possible. Those include our platinum sponsor, Barnes & Deal, our gold sponsor, the law firm of Carlton Bennett, our silver sponsors, Allen, and Gentry Lock Attorneys. I'd now like to introduce Ed Barnes of Barnes & Deal, our platinum sponsor. Ed was a charter member in the class of 2018, the very first year that we did the Hall of Fame, and he has some opening remarks for us.
My name is Edward Barnes. I want to welcome you to the 2020 Virginia Lawyers Weekly Hall of Fame. Barnes & Deal has sponsored this event in the past, and we are very pleased to sponsor this year's class. This event is put on by Virginia Lawyers Weekly annually, and it's a wonderful event to honor great lawyers who do a wonderful service for our community and for the bar. I've reviewed the accomplishments of this wonderful group of lawyers. They range from being judges to being practicing lawyers in every practice area you can think of, and they've done it with excellence and professionalism. I also want to give a shout out to Michael Hu Young, who's on the list. He's a partner of mine. Michael and I sealed the deal for him to join the firm over 20 years ago at the net playing tennis at Meadowbrook Country Club. He was beating me. Michael's a very good tennis player. He's also a very good lawyer. I want to salute him, and I want to salute the rest of the class of 2020 of the Virginia Lawyers Hall of Fame. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Ed. Now I'd like to get on to our program. Joining me to introduce you to this year's 24 members of the class of 2020 are Peter Veith, our news editor, and Mara Mazurowski, our reporter. There are 4 posthumous honors in this year's class, and in fact, our first honoree is one of those. Judge Odessa Bailey of Roanoke, who lived from 1906 to 1994. When she was named to the Roanoke Juvenile and Domestic Relations Court in 1944, Odessa Bailey made history. She was the first woman in Virginia to be a judge and to hold a judicial post higher than Justice of the Peace or County Trial Justice. She served one 4-year term on the bench, but she made those 4 years count. She was a founder of the Virginia Council of Juvenile Judges, and she served as that group's president from 1947 to 1948. After leaving the bench, she remained an important advocate on behalf of disadvantaged children. She served on several statewide commissions throughout the 1950s, including a group studying sex offenses and another on employment of the physically handicapped. She started and ran a travel agency in Roanoke after her husband died in 1957. She did that for 20 years, then moved to California. Congratulations to Judge Bailey. Jean Galloway Ball of Fairfax. Jean Ball is a leader in the field of elder law in Northern Virginia, really throughout the entire state of Virginia. When she was president of the Virginia Academy of Elder Law Attorneys, Jean helped to develop the group's Unprogram, a premier source of elder law education now held every year in Charlottesville. She got into the field thanks to her mother. Jean's mother was a lawyer who took a job with legal aid after law school graduation because, as Jean said, no one would hire an older woman who had not held a job in many years. Jean's family was living overseas when her mom started her own firm, and when she returned to the States, Jean joined the practice. She took up the practice of elder law and life care and estate planning. They practiced together until her mother retired in the early 2000s. Congratulations, Jean.
Hey, Jean. Congratulations on this wonderful achievement. I'm not sure if any of these people out here know, but you joined the firm back in 2014, our powerhouse in elder law. So yay, congratulations.
Jean, congratulations to you on being inducted into the Virginia Lawyers Hall of Fame. We've been so proud of you for so many years. It's a privilege to work with you. And now people outside the firm get to know how terrific you are as a lawyer and hopefully as a person. Thank you.
Congratulations, Jean. As a newer attorneys of your team, it's an honor to work for you, and we are blessed with having you as a mentor.
Yeah, you're amazing. You're an awesome coach, and I love working with you and for you.
Hi, Jean. Congratulations. On behalf of the administration part of the firm, we are so proud and so excited to have you with us, and congratulations.
Hi, Jean, congratulations. Just want to say that you are the kindest and the most super awesome boss ever.
Hi, Jean, congratulations. Thank you for being a fantastic mentor. It's an absolute privilege to work for you.
Congratulations, Jean. Glad to be among your numbers now and enjoyed the past year working with you. Quite an accomplishment. We're very proud of you. Thank you.
Congratulations, Jean. I'm not sure everybody realized, but Jean is carrying on a tradition as a woman in elder law, following in her mother's esteemed footsteps. She is not only recognized throughout Virginia as a great elder law attorney, but also nationally. And it has been my privilege and honor to be able to work with her for many years. Congrats.
Carlton Bennett of Virginia Beach. A successful plaintiff's lawyer in Hampton Roads, Carlton Bennett has been helping injured people and their families for more than 4 decades. He is recognized as an expert in nursing home litigation and traumatic brain injury cases. Carlton was co-counsel on a $10.2 million verdict in a traumatic brain injury case in Norfolk Circuit Court, the largest such verdict there ever. He's also a member of the $1 Million Advocates Forum. He told us his biggest professional accomplishment is helping the families of people who have been abused in a nursing home and gaining justice for them. We ask all of our Hall of Famers what they plan to do with the next act in their lives, and Carlton said he hopes to be able to work less than 40 hours a week. Congratulations, Carlton.
Carlton, congratulations on being inducted into the Hall of Fame. It's an honor what you deserve. I've known and worked with you for 40 plus years. We've worked on many, many cases together. And I know in your specialty of nursing homes, which you are the expert, you've done hundreds and hundreds of those. And you, like me, are very much involved and support the Southern Poverty Law Center. And you've managed to survive practicing law for 45 years, 1 year less than me. So I guess we are true survivors. But it's an honor that you've worked hard for and you deserve, and you have my full congratulations.
Our next honoree is Marnie Byram of Alexandria. Marnie is an employment lawyer who says she has dedicated her career to leveling the playing field by decreasing discrimination and by increasing fairness, diversity, and inclusion. She said that the accomplishment that she would like to be her legacy for her service as Virginia State Bar President is that she was the first openly LGBTQ person to hold that position. But then she added a thought. She said she thinks a person's legacy is made day to day. You must ask yourself, who have you helped and what difference have you made today? When asked what she might have done had she not gone into the law, Marnie said, I cannot remember ever having any other goal. I am very fortunate to have a career I enjoy, and I would not change it. Congratulations, Marnie. Our next honoree is Richard J. Colton of Fairfax. Dick Colton, who now practices with Blankenship and Keith in Fairfax, has built a reputation in more than 40 years of practice as one of Virginia's top family lawyers. He's well liked by his colleagues, and he has mentored hundreds of lawyers over the years. Dick takes pride in that mentoring work. He said, mentoring is the most lasting gift an experienced attorney can give to the next generation of the practice of law. It's no surprise, therefore, that if Dick hadn't gone into the law, he would have been a teacher. He served the Virginia State Bar in a number of ways. Most significantly, he was on the VSB Disciplinary Board for 15 years, and he also was an elected rep from the Fairfax area on the Virginia State Bar Council in 2 different times for a total of 11 years of service. Congratulations, Dick. Next honoree, Joseph Kondo of Tyson's Corner. Joe Kondo is a dean of the Northern Virginia Family Law Bar, and he served as president of the Virginia State Bar from 2000 to 2001. He also shared his leadership with the ABA and the Fairfax Bar Association. As VSB president, Joe started a diversity initiative that ultimately brought about the creation of the VSB's Diversity Conference in 2010. As an attorney, Joe has mentored many young colleagues. He says he's honoring the tradition of lawyers passing along the mores, cultures, and norms of the profession. He says his first real job was that as a marina dockhand. He said he learned hard work is not as hard if you love what you're doing. He said he once considered the priesthood, but now he considers politics as his guilty pleasure. Congratulations, Joe. And now we honor Miles Tumville, a lawyer from Richmond. With nearly 45 years of legal experience, Miles has been a partner and senior counsel in Reed Smith's commercial litigation group since 1999. That's when Reed Smith merged with his previous firm. His experience includes resolution of complex business and commercial disputes. Miles' experience includes what probably still stands as the longest jury trial in Virginia history, 5 months in Fairfax Circuit Court. And he shares his knowledge by teaching the basics of law practice at what his firm calls Reed Smith University. He's been doing that for 15 years. Miles says that the best compliment he ever got came from opposing counsel in a contentious case. That lawyer said, Miles kicked our butts, but he was such a gentleman in doing it, I came away liking him anyway. Congratulations, Miles. Our next honoree is L. Stephen Emmert of Virginia Beach. Steve Emmert decided to become an appellate specialist when that endeavor was largely unknown among Virginia lawyers. He shares his analysis of the latest appellate opinions on a well-read and well-regarded blog. Steve's first legal job was with the Allen & Allen law firm in Richmond. He had not yet entered law school at the time, and he says he never forgot the kindness of the people there. Later, he worked for 9 years in the Virginia Beach City Attorney's Office. He now takes part in a formal mentoring program with an American Inn of Court, giving advice to 2 mentees at a time. He says he ultimately hopes to improve the system of appellate justice in Virginia. Steve told us his favorite place for a getaway? It's the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Quite a trip. Congratulations, Steve. And now I'd like to turn the program over to Peter Veith, our news editor, who will introduce the next group of honorees.
Thanks, Paul. Mary Ellen Goodlatte. Mary Ellen Goodlatte is a leading real estate and land use regulation attorney in Roanoke. As the first woman president of the Roanoke Bar Association, she oversaw the creation of its long-standing Barrister Book Buddies program. Mary Ellen says her law practice and volunteer work with nonprofits made her part of the Roanoke region's economic development community, a rewarding achievement. She says the area is increasingly recognized as a great place to live, work, and play. Mary Ellen says her first job at a bank operations center came in quite handy when one of her early legal cases involved representation of a bank. Mary Ellen says she's a first-generation American with both parents born in County Galway, Ireland. Growing up in Norwood, Massachusetts, she confesses she's a loyal and long-suffering Red Sox fan. Congratulations, Mary Ellen. Karen Gould. Karen Gould was a skilled defender of medical professionals who so enjoyed her service as Virginia State Bar President that she accepted the job as VSB Executive Director the next year. She has led the bar since 2008. Karen got her started in law as a clerk for U.S. District Judge Glenn Williams in Abingdon, then had a stint at the Attorney General's office before going into defense litigation practice. Karen says her volunteer work with the VSB disciplinary system brought home how important the ethics rules are to the practice of law and the integrity of lawyers. She says improving the profession and protecting the public by working with hundreds of lawyer volunteers has been the most rewarding aspect of her career. Congratulations, Karen Gould. Chris Goudry. Chris Goudry focuses his practice on catastrophic injury and wrongful death cases stemming from truck and bus accidents, product liability, and traumatic brain injuries. In 2016, Chris helped settle a case for $42 million. Chris says he was put to work early by his father, an electrical contractor. Chris says he was digging ditches for $1.65 an hour at the age of 16. He says he learned to scratch construction work off his career list. As a plaintiff's lawyer, Chris says he was shaken by a defense verdict after he turned down a $500,000 offer. But thanks to a reversal and remand, he and his team got another bite at the apple and won a $5 million verdict. It was, he says, one of his most gratifying results. Congratulations, Chris.
On behalf of everyone at the Allen & Allen firm, I am very pleased to congratulate Chris Goudry on his well-deserved recognition into membership in the Virginia Lawyers Hall of Fame. Chris, what I remember most about your many years at the Allen firm as a partner is your single-minded devotion to each and every one of your clients, doing whatever it takes to get a successful result in each of those cases. And that, as you know, is the reason that you have been assigned and worked on some of the most catastrophically injured clients that our firm has been privileged to represent. Chris, thank you for not only representing your clients so well, but your willingness to pass on your talents, your devotion to your clients, to the rest of us at the Allen firm, so we're able to continue with that record of achievement that you've established. Chris, good luck in your retirement. Congratulations again on your award.
Judge Catherine Hammond. Judge Catherine Hammond was a leader at the Virginia Attorney General's office before her election to the bench of the Henrico County Circuit Court, where she served with distinction for 16 years. She now directs the mediation firm Juridical Solutions. Judge Hammond said she was influenced by an uncle who practiced law in Stanton, where she spent part of her childhood. Looking back now, she says she's worked at a large law firm, with the Attorney General, with the judiciary, and now as a mediator and small business owner. As she puts it, it's a rich life. Judge Hammond says two things you probably didn't know about her are that she was a studio art major in college and that her husband is a drummer. Congratulations, Judge Hammond. Oliver W. Hill, Sr. The second posthumous honor tonight goes to civil rights icon Oliver W. Hill, Sr. Mr. Hill practiced in Richmond, and he spent his career fighting racial discrimination. In law school at Howard University, he was law school classmates with Thurgood Marshall, who later sat on the Supreme Court. Mr. Hill and his partner, Spotswood Robinson, worked with the future justice as NAACP lawyers on the cases that were consolidated into Brown versus Board of Education, the 1954 landmark decision ending so-called separate but equal education. Mr. Hill believed in being active politically. In 1948, he was the first African American elected to the Richmond City Council since 1894. Mr. Hill was 91 when he finally retired from law practice in 1998. President Bill Clinton awarded him the Presidential Medal of Freedom the following year. He passed away in 2007 at the age of 100. Congratulations, Mr. Hill. Michael Hugh Young. Michael Hugh Young helped found the Virginia chapter of APABA and has held leadership positions with the Virginia Bar Association and the Virginia State Bar. He is widely recognized for his skill in both criminal and family law. The son of a Chinese diplomat, Michael came to the U.S. from Cuba with his mother and brother as they fled the Castro regime. The family faced numerous hardships in New York, Chicago, and Washington, and Michael says he learned to never take anything for granted. As a lawyer, Michael has taught many law students trial tactics at the University of Richmond, but he says one of his most important accomplishments was contributing to create and develop the Virginia State Bar's Diversity Conference. In the next act of his life, Michael says he hopes to retire and get a dog. Congratulations, Michael.
Mr. Hu Young, congratulations on being offered admission to the Virginia Lawyers Weekly Hall of Fame. It's well deserved. It's been a pleasure practicing with you over the last 15 years or so, and you're one of the most admired people in the profession around here. I'm sure I'm going to join a lot of other people in congratulating you on this, but it has been a real pleasure working with you, and I look forward to many years in the future.
Michael Hugh Young is very deserving of this award. For the 38 years he's practiced law, he has devoted 18 hours a day to his clients. He does everything for his clients because he truly believes in them. I'm so proud of him.
Hi. I'm so proud of my dad for winning this award. He is one of the most hardworking people that I know. He spends so many hours working on his cases and does everything that he can for his clients. I know my sister, who can't be here today, is also extremely proud of him as well. And we really love you, and we're so proud of you. And congrats.
John B. McCammon. After years of being a successful litigator for large Richmond firms, John McCammon founded the McCammon Group in 1995. His efforts helped to change Virginia law practice and brought mediation practice into the mainstream. Under John's supervision, the Mediation Group has handled more than 25,000 cases since its founding in 1995. Before founding the McCammon Group, John co-founded the law firm Wright Robinson, McCammon, Ostheimer, and Tatum, and was a partner at McGuire Woods. John is also a certified mediator for the Supreme Court of Virginia. When asked what his next act in life will be, John said, "Keep cranking and love it all." Congratulations, John. Judge Robert R. Marriage, Jr. Judge Robert Marriage served on the federal bench in Richmond for more than 30 years. Appointed by President Johnson, his rulings touched on many of the social issues of the day. He ordered the University of Virginia to admit women. He ordered dozens of Virginia school systems to desegregate, rulings that made it necessary for him to have 24-hour protection by U.S. Marshals. He presided over trials of communists and American Nazi Party members. He oversaw litigation related to the pesticide Kepo and the Dalcon Shield. His rulings tended to stand up. A New York Times study in 1988 noted he was reversed on appeal less than 5% of the time. Judge Marriage left the bench in 1998 and joined Hunton & Williams as senior counsel. He died in 2005 at the age of 86. Congratulations, Judge Marriage. Joining us now is Mara Mazurowski, who will present the final group of honorees this evening.
Thank you, Peter. Next up, we have Charles F. Midkiff from Richmond. With 50 years of practice under his belt, Chuck Midkiff is known as a leader in insurance defense and workers' compensation practice. He also has been a lobbyist for business and insurance interests for more than 30 years. Chuck is also president and founder of Midkiff, Muncie & Ross. He was named a Virginia super lawyer from 2006 to 2019 and has been included in the best lawyers in America from 1995 to 2020. When asked for his guilty pleasure, Chuck said ice cream, dark chocolate mint to be exact. Congratulations, Chuck. Next, we have Lonnie D. Chip Nunley III from Richmond. Chip Nunley is a partner at Hutton Andrews Kurth in Richmond. He also serves on the firm-wide Pro Bono Leadership Committee and heads his firm's Church Hill Neighborhood Pro Bono office. Chip has more than 3 decades of experience in civil litigation in both state and federal courts and has handled matters before the Virginia State Corporation Commission, including rate cases and large asset purchase applications. Chip's greatest professional challenge has been learning the difference between who and whom, a misunderstanding I think we can all relate to. Congratulations, Chip. Next, we have William R. Rakes from Roanoke. Bill Rakes served as president of the Virginia State Bar from 1992 to 1993 and was instrumental in the VSB's establishment of a Committee on Legal Education, now the section of the Education of Lawyers. Bill is now senior counsel at Gentry Law in Roanoke. He was managing partner of the firm for more than 20 years, and during his more than 50 years of practice, the firm has grown from 9 attorneys to more than 60. He has also served as chair of the American National Lawyers Insurance Reciprocal and on the board of directors of the Colonial Americans Bank Shares Corporation. You may not know that Bill was a drum major in his high school band and in the Air Force ROTC at the University of Virginia. Congratulations, Bill.
Congratulations, Bill Rakes, on your induction into the Virginia Lawyers Weekly Hall of Fame. This is such a fitting accolade as you celebrate your 57th year in practice and at the firm Gentry Lock, Rakes, and More. Your influence in the Virginia legal community is widespread and legendary. Your term as president of the Virginia State Bar and as a member of the Board of Governors of the ABA instilled in all of us a sense of the importance of service to the bar. We are particularly proud of your leadership in legal education, particularly in promoting a conversation between the bench, bar, and academia. But perhaps your greatest legacy is how you have helped to build this firm and to mentor countless lawyers across the Commonwealth. Savor this moment, Bill. You have earned it.
Next, we have the Honorable Angela Roberts from Richmond. In 1990, Judge Angela Roberts made history by becoming the first Black woman to serve as a judge in Virginia when she was elected to the Richmond Juvenile and Domestic Relations Court. She served for 26 years and retired in 2016. She has continued serving on the bench as a substitute judge. In 2018, she was honored by the Library of Virginia and Dominion Energy as one of 7 strong men and women in Virginia history. Something you don't know is that Judge Roberts is also a seamstress and has made more than 200 face masks during the pandemic. Congratulations, Judge Roberts. Our final posthumous honoree this evening is the Honorable Spotswood W. Robinson III. Judge Robinson was law partners with Oliver Hill, and he was one of the litigators on the team that worked on the Brown versus Board of Education case, ending separate but equal schooling. President Lyndon Johnson appointed him to the federal bench in the District of Columbia in 1964. 2 years later, LBJ tapped him to serve on the U.S. Court of Appeals for the D.C. Circuit. He remained on that court for 32 years until his death in 1998. His service included a stint as its chief judge from 1981 to 1986. In addition to his civil rights work, Judge Robinson is known as the author of Canterbury versus Spence, the 1972 DC Circuit case establishing the doctrine of informed consent. Congratulations, Judge Robinson, and thank you for your work. Next, we have Thomas R. Scott Jr. from Grundy. Tom Scott is a partner at the Street Law Firm. He has tried many high-profile civil and criminal cases throughout Southwest Virginia. In 2018, he served as co-counsel for prosecution in Commonwealth versus Roger Keith Coleman, a highly publicized state capital murder prosecution that went to the Supreme Court of Virginia. He also has been an educator, teaching at the Appalachian School of Law. He is a past chair of the Virginia State Bar Disciplinary Board and served as deacon of Grundy Baptist Church from 1997 to 2005. If he hadn't been a lawyer, Tom likely would have been an orthopedic surgeon. Congratulations, Tom. Next up is John C. Shea from Richmond. A successful personal injury litigator, John Shea is a partner at Marks & Harrison. He served as president of the Virginia Trial Lawyers Association from 2001 to 2002. He was a state delegate for the American Association for Justice and served on the Southern Trial Lawyers Association board. He was recognized by Best Lawyers from 2005 to 2020 and was a fellow of the Litigation Council of America in 2019. John also regularly works with local and national charities, including Feeding America, Child Fund, and the Legal Aid Justice Center. John's favorite getaway is his condo in Miami Beach. Congratulations, John. Last but not least, we have Louis Stoneburner from Richmond. Louis Stoneburner is a retired partner at Bright Cantor Grana Buckner. During his 43 years as a trial lawyer, Louis became widely known for his success in neurological birth-related injury and brachial plexus cases. His colleagues have praised him for being a pioneer in malpractice law in Virginia. Louis has been named among the best lawyers in America and Virginia's super lawyers from 2006 and 2007 to today, respectively. You didn't know that Louis is an artist and has been drawing and painting for years. Sometimes he could even be caught doodling during his downtime in court. Congratulations, Louis.
Louis, we are all here to honor you today. It's hard to believe that you and I were law partners for 30 years in this practice. What an amazing career you had. We feel like this is as much an honor for us as it is for you. Well deserved over your entire career. We so appreciate you and honor you today.
And Louis, well, I did get to spend 30 years with you. The 15 years that I did get to spend was really tremendous. I appreciated every bit of it, enjoyed practicing with you. We've all enjoyed and benefited from you being part of this firm, and this honor is well earned, well deserved, and we all congratulate you.
I'm Irv Cantor, and it's my pleasure to congratulate Louis Stoneburner on being inducted into the Hall of Fame. Louis, you are a Hall of Fame lawyer, always have been. You are a pioneer in medical malpractice law in Virginia, and you were a tireless advocate for every client. You also were an instructor to so many members of the bar on medical malpractice law. So congratulations, and please enjoy your retirement. It's well deserved.
Louis, I just wanted to offer my congratulations on your induction into the Hall of Fame. Very well deserved, very proud of you. It's actually been a long time coming. You have been a mentor to me. I've enjoyed trying cases with you. We at the firm are proud of you. Your verdicts, settlements, career certainly speaks volumes to everything. And this award is so richly deserved by you. Congratulations. Best wishes to you and Tina in your retirement. I'm sure you have many more exciting things to do, and we'll definitely keep busy with your time. But if you're ever in the neighborhood and want to stop in, you're always welcome. Congratulations.
Hello, everyone. Joe Theismann here. Yep, it's me, the quarterback of the world champion Washington Redskins. And I want to congratulate the champions of the Virginia legal community and the members of the Virginia Lawyers Hall of Fame. A big salute to the class of 2020. Hail to the Hall of Famers. Man, it's a great thing to be a part of.
Congratulations to our class of 2020 Hall of Fame honorees. And now back to Paul.
Thanks, Mara. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2020 of the Virginia Lawyers Hall of Fame. Please join me in giving them one final round of applause. We're so proud to celebrate your accomplishments and to honor you all this evening. Once again, I'd like to thank our sponsors who helped to make the program possible. Our platinum sponsor, Barnes & Deal. Our gold sponsor, the law firm of Carlton Bennett. Our silver sponsors, Allen Allen, and Gentry Lock Attorneys. This is our final event for 2020. For our next program, we'll be bringing the Virginia Lawyers Hall of Fame back in the spring. Please keep an eye for information in the pages of Virginia Lawyers Weekly and on our website for both making nominations and then to attend the program. Thanks for watching tonight and have a great evening.